Hello friends, Tiger Coward here. Welcome back to the channel. We had a great run on the Gaspé Peninsula. We had twisty roads, seafood, and a whole lot of laughs. We weren't ready for it to end. Not yet. Our plan was simple. Make the long ride home part of the adventure. After all, 1,700 kilometers isn't a punishment. It's just more time together. Let's go. We rolled out under perfect skies, 20 degrees, crisp air, and that feeling of just one more great day still ahead. This is called Seal Cove.
Oh, there it is, yeah, Seal Cove, yeah.
The ride to Percé Rock was spectacular. The village looked like it'd been airbrushed by a tourism board, and the rock itself, yeah, she's a beauty. Definitely worth the detour. Look at that! Ah, and there's Percé Rock. We stopped at Percé Rock and we're now walking up to the lookout. How cute is Percé? Oh look, there's an observation tower. Yeah. We followed Route 132 west along Chaleur Bay. Gusty winds pushed us around, but it just added character to the ride. Ooh, it is windy on the coast today, folks. We're getting bashed around. At Matapedia, Route 132 heads north, hugging the banks of the Matapedia River. This section of 132 is remarkably different from the 132 we had already experienced, but it was just as dramatic and beautiful. We landed in Amqui for 2 nights, a quiet little town where the biggest decision of the day was which dairy bar to hit. The correct answer, by the way, is bar leche au petit délice. Their cocoa caramel sundae, a spiritual experience. Here is our Airbnb. We got the pull-out bed, the TV, air conditioner. Oh, here's the kitchen, laundry, bathroom. This is very nice. Sweet. Day 10 was lazy and perfect. We lounged, read, and took a gravel detour to Lake Wikipedia. That's what I call it anyway. Apparently that joke gets funnier every time I say it. Tiger Barb disagrees, but she still climbs on the back every morning. That's love. We bounced down rocky trails and dusty back roads, just us, the Tiger, and a couple of ATVs for company. By that point, we were really in sync, reading each other's rhythm, moving as one. 10 days on the road will do that to you. Woohoo! Nice, a little loose there. Do you feel that? No? Good. You're an awesome pillion, Barbie. I barely noticed that you're there, even when we're off-roading. If I hadn't heard you in the intercom, I wouldn't have known that you were there. Awesome. What they're trying to scare away. Alligators. 2 peaceful evenings in the village of Amqui, and now we're heading home.
Day 11 was the big one, 650 kilometers, the longest day Tiger Barb has ever ridden. We left at dawn, 6 degrees and fog on the fields. By lunchtime it was 20 degrees and sunny, and we treated ourselves to brunch at La Roche-Vaillant, where the food was good and the name was impossible for me to pronounce. But then, the afternoon, Autoroute 20, 33 degrees, Montreal traffic, 90 minutes of stop and go in full gear. By the time we pulled into Spike's place, we were sweaty, stinky, and so done with civilization. But we made it, safely, together, and still laughing. That's a win.
All right, well, it is a sunny 23 degrees. At 8:30, we left Verdun from Chez Spike, and took us half an hour to pick our way through the traffic to get on to the 40 West. And now we're heading up to the nation's capital.
The next day brought museums, movies, and a brief accidental detour onto Ottawa's bicycle path system. To the cyclist I met there, sorry again. It wasn't my GPS's fault. It was clearly me who was still set to adventure mode.
Well, that was an adventure. There's where we're going, right there. Hold on, this is going to be squiggly. Such a cool building.
The Grand Hall. This is looking up the stairwell in the Grand Hall of the Canadian Museum of History. What a great ceiling. Cool. We just spent an hour and a half down at the First People's exhibition, and it was extraordinary. So cool. We spent the whole afternoon in the museum, and it was fantastic. We saw 2 movies. I fell asleep in one, but it's my dad's prerogative to do so. The second one, Canada C3, Tiger Barb described it as a good one. Still 30 degrees outside, so we're gonna go for a quick walk, hope not to get wet, and grab some shawarma, because Ottawa is the shawarma capital. By nightfall, we were in Arnprior, just one sleep away from home.
Lovely downtown Renfrew. What a classic old main street this is. We're leaving early so that we can miss the heat, but we might come across our first rain.
We were rolling by 6 a.m., chasing the cold air westward along Highway 41, breakfast in Bancroft, a quick stop at Furnace Falls. By the time we hit Stayner, the heat was back, the Tiger was humming, and home was around the corner. We have just stopped at Furnace Falls. I've passed by this place many, many times and never stopped. And today, I'm gonna stop and watch the falls.
Well, there you have it. Just like that, 3,000 kilometers are done and we're home. We will follow Dr. Seuss's guidance and not cry because it's over, but we'll smile because it happened. Here's the thing, somewhere along the way we stopped fighting the road and we started flowing with it. The bike, the road, the 2 of us, we just clicked. And that's what an adventure's supposed to do. It's supposed to bring you closer to the world and closer to the person you're sharing it with. All right, so in this episode, we started over here at Ferillion National Park, came around, and we came all the way down here to where Percé Rock is. And that's right here. We continued down here along the Bay of Chaleur, and that's where it was super windy all the way across here.
Now we get down here to Matapedia, and that's right here, and that's where we head north up to Amqui. And here's Amqui, and that is Lake Matapedia. Then we headed up the next day, 1:32, back to Saint-Flavie, and then we followed down the way we came. So from Saint-Flavie, we came all the way down here, and at Saint-Jean-Port-Joli, that's where we jumped on the 20, and we slabbed it all the way into Montreal. Right past Quebec City, all the way down the 20, boring and hot, down into Montreal. We left Montreal, we came up here to the 40, where we crossed over into Ontario and took the 417 all the way to Ottawa. P.S. If you've stayed this long, you must have liked what you've seen. So please smash that like button, share it with a friend, and most importantly, please leave me a comment. I'd love to know what you think of this video and my series. Let's go. Go forth with an open mind, and most importantly, an open heart. And remember, self-care is not selfish.